taking on the #1 team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving, so the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to run it. It's Owens. Picks up the first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Now they'll try the right side. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for goal balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Owens. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. Quick toss. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch. Good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Grabs it in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Skips away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down. He makes a grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Things started on this drive from the 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Looking for room. It's Owens. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And his throw is incomplete. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Owens. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the tailback. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have it. Yeah, it's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Grab near the marker. It's Craver. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
A 1st down run in the red zone. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Caught behind the line. It's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Reed. And they get him down.
What a third down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step-off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He wants to change this route. Snagged in the middle. It's Randall. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Back to throw, it's Reed. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman. Second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's got him. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Bring in the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He wants to go deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Kick is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession. possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Reed. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man quickly. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to TCU. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To throw, it's Reed. Fires toward the target. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They want that clock to run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Reed. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.